Beth, you in danger, girl. Let's go.
The thing is, the cops saw it, so they didn't even pull the
Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're back for another Good Girl review. Let's jump right on in. Just like I said, Beth is in danger. I'm ready to, I want them, they should have just released like 2 episodes so we could see what was going to happen to Beth, because, I mean, 1 or 2 things could happen. I'm fine with one of them happening. I'm here for one of those things happening between Beth and Rio. But I don't want him to hurt her. But anyway, let's get into it. First, we see this, we going through a neighborhood, folks watering the grass, kids outside playing. And then we see this G-Wagon outside this house. And it looks like somebody is outside Beth's house. They don't really show the house. And then it is Rio sitting in a car. Simultaneously, we see Beth and Dean, and I thought that Dean was moving in, but apparently they packing up. I don't know why. I guess they selling stuff. I don't know, but they're packing. They're in the house. Everybody's moving about, and Beth gets a knock at the door, and then we see Rio knocking on somebody's door, and I'm like, oh my God, he's at her house. He's at her house. He's at her house. And of course, it can't be that. That's too soon. Rio is at his baby mama house, and Beth is opening the door, and it's her mother-in-law, Judith. And she a pain. She coming in with all her cleaning supplies, because I guess she feel like Beth ain't holding it down, so she got to come and help her out. But, she ain't happy to see her mother-in-law. Then we see, Rio notices the fact that his son has on new soccer shoes as well. He's like, you got him some new shoes? Who got you them shoes? And she's like, oh, just a mom from the park. I'm sure Rio knew automatically who that mom from the park was. But neither here nor there. Then we see Annie, Sadie, her baby daddy Greg, and his wife. They are at dinner celebrating Sadie's. She won, I guess, like a debate for her school or whatever. And, it's not Sadie no more. It's Ben. He is going by Ben now. Last season, he came out as trans. I want to say, yeah. Because he said that I'm a he. So, yeah, he came out as trans. And now we have a name, and it's Ben. Not baby mama. the new wife, stepmama. She, yay, Sadie, and everybody's like, girl, it's Ben. Oh, my bad. No disrespect. And she's like, none taken. It's all right. It's gonna take some time. I understand. But she immediately starts talking about, okay, Annie, we're in. I just wanted to tell you we're in therapy now. This is after the toast. They give Sadie a toast or whatever. And then she gets right to that. I just want to let you know that we're in therapy now. And I feel like you would be, a great asset to the whole thing. Like, I feel like you should come. And Greg is like, nah, we didn't even discuss dropping this, on the dinner table, right? Not yet, at least. And Annie's looking at her like, I don't need to know nothing about y'all's therapy sessions. And then she digs the knife a little deeper, because she's passive aggressive that way, and she tries to say it's so sweet. Oh no, I feel like it would be, it would be good for you. It's great for us, because our therapist let us know that you're thirsty and you a hoe and you sleep with anybody and something is wrong with you. It's not Greg, and and I can't blame him for what you did and how you manipulated the situation and how you manipulated his Girl, you're not gonna make him whole. He ain't accountable for nothing. No, they was in that together, and more so him, because he wanted to straight up leave you, lady. He wanted to leave you. And he would have definitely did it if Annie was down with it, because he was ready. You know, that's that they got that high school sweetheart thing going on. They got a baby together, but then when he found out that she was pregnant, now all bets are off. But Annie she ain't here for that. Don't be sitting up telling me what your therapist said. Ain't y'all the ones in therapy? Why y'all talking about me? Then we see Ruby and Stan, because of course Annie leaves. She's upset about that whole conversation that really got under her skin. She was that got under her crawls. The fact that that lady was sitting across from her, telling her basically, oh, we're good now. So I know you wanted him, but no, he's not leaving me. That's the stance that the wife is taking, as she should. But she's still stupid. Like, she's stupid. Anyway, Ruby and Stan, they out there in the house sorting out the bills, putting this check here for that one. Hopefully it'll come out. Hopefully the money will be there when they pull it. Put this check here. Hopefully the money will be there when they pull it out. Playing bill roulette, as Stan said. They just sorting it out, and he's like, listen, how long can we keep this up? All of this, moving everything around, trying to make sure some stuff stay on. Then Stan gets a call from Daryl, whoever Daryl is, but he gets a call, and they, in that scene or whatever. Then Annie and Beth, they at Annie's job, and Annie, I guess she is a valet driver. She work at the convenience store. She work at Winn-Dixie. She worked everywhere. We done seen like 3 jobs. I swear one of these episodes, this is 2. But I swear in the first episode, she was like blending like smoothies and frappes. Unless they do that down to her 7-Eleven. Could be. Maybe they have a Starbucks inside. I don't know, but I feel like I've seen her work 3 different jobs in 2 episodes. But anyway, they at Annie's job, and Beth is telling her, the mother-in-law's in town. And she in here ironing Dean's drawers. Like, she in there doing the most. She on my nerves. She thinks she gonna take over. Like, Beth going through with the in-laws. And then Annie gets a call, or Beth gets a call. Ruby calls. And the next thing we see is they're at, they get some flowers, and they're at the memorial site for FBI Aggie. So he is really dead. I want to thank you. He is really gone. He's really gone. We ain't got to see him no more. I mean, I'm sure they just going to replace him with somebody more annoying. But for right now, he's out of here. So, they pay their respects and leave their flowers at the memorial site, and Beth looking all sinister like, we can finally get back to it. We can finally do it. We're back. So they, now they got to cook up a plan. And back at Beth's house, Annie is telling them how she feels like they should, start washing the money. They're packing up the grandfather clock. I don't know. I think they're selling things, for the money. But anyway, she feels like they should buy a helicopter and sell them. She is so ridiculous. They're like, no, girl, let's think of something more realistic, okay? And, Ruby's like, well, we can't go back to Costco's and doing what we was doing there. We can't go back to doing that kind of stuff because, listen, we almost got caught. That one was a close one. We can't do that. And I mean, Beth, this whole episode was just like, what would he do? What would he do? What would he do? Because you done took him out, and now you don't even know how to take over. You don't even know how to carry it out. But you wanted to take him out. Instead of FBI Aggie, and you and Rio could be king-pinging it right now. Y'all could have all the Confederate money. But you was playing. You turned cold. You turned on Rio, and You gonna get what you deserve too, Beth. Even though I don't want him to hurt her. Don't hurt her because I like Beth. Beth is, one of the good girls. Ain't nothing gonna happen to Beth. She's like the leading role. Ruby and Annie are support cast. But Beth comes up with an idea. Okay, well maybe we should get because they definitely don't want another situation like they had with when they tried to create that little pyramid scheme and had all of them women coming in. Like they don't want to do nothing like that again. And she's like, maybe we should get people to do it that don't, that are like them, that are like Rio. And they're like, Ruby, like, well, where we gonna find that? Who? How? Where we gonna find some criminals? We soccer moms. We don't know criminals. And of course, she's like, leave that up to me. Then we see Dean's mom, Judith, coming in the house with the kids. And she come in and she complimenting Ruby on her rouge. And so the scene that ends out that scene with the ladies talking about that, because now of course they can't talk about that around Judith. Dean is at work and his coworker, she friendly and fresh. His coworker, she come in there offering all of her expertise on getting these sales, because I guess for him it's kind of slow. And she's like, well, it's all about networking. And she got contracts with, home builders and, she got some good contracts. Cause a builder, a home like D.R. Horton want hot tubs in all their houses. They calling her. So yeah, she know what she doing. So she could help, but she trying to flirt and she got a motive. I know she do. Cause she's like, it's aggressive but subtle. But he picking up on it. And he kind of like, I gotta be on my P's and Q's, but I'm picking up on your advances, lady. That's Dean, cause he a snake in the grass. He ain't worth a damn. He's gonna cheat with that lady. It's Dean. He gonna do it. He gonna do that anyway, cause it's Dean. But she invites him, out to a dinner or, dinner or drinks with some people that could, be potential clients for either one of them. So of course he accepts. Then Annie, she's at the therapist's office and she's sitting there and she talking to this little boy, and he's kind of sharing about why he's in therapy, what he's there for, and all of that. And being, Annie just being Annie, because Annie is a big kid herself. So she should not be talking to anybody's child about nothing, because she gonna give them bad advice. But when the therapist opens the door, she just runs in there. She assumes that it's the same therapist that is seeing her baby daddy and his wife. And she goes in there and she like going off. She's like, I ain't no hoe. Forget what you said. I heard what you said about me. That ain't me. I don't need no therapy, so don't be suggesting that via Greg and his lady. Don't come from me, because I don't even know you. And you don't know me. So don't be psychoanalyzing me. Don't be doing this, that, and the third. Like Annie was going off, and he sat there and he listened. And then he was like, you know what? I don't even think I'm who you want. I'm a child therapist, because don't you see the little boy sitting outside? Because she really just hopped all in front of him. When the man opened the door, he was calling for the little boy. And she was like, oh, just a minute. I'll be out just a minute. I'm going to see you first. And she done ran into the wrong office, because who she was looking for was upstairs, not where he was. So he sent her on upstairs. She got to walk out all shamed and embarrassed. Just embarrassed herself in front of that man. I know he thought she was crazy. Then we see Ruby and Stan. They're at this, I guess it's a high-end suit store, clothing store. I don't know. Maybe like it's equivalent to like Nordstrom or Saks or something like that. Or maybe we talking about Ruby and Stan. So Dillard's. We talking about Dillard's. A store like Dillard's. They in there And they have their suits that they would like to try on or whatever. They just sitting there talking. And because they're looking for the funeral. Of course, Stan is going to go to the funeral. Even though she's like, I don't even know why you going to this funeral. He tried to put you in jail. He's like, I got to go to the man's funeral. Because it's the boys in blue. Whatever. And, they're standing there waiting. And then this man is like, oh, I'll be with you in just a minute. She's like, just a minute done already passed. Apparently, they've been waiting for a long time. And that's just how Ruby is. Like, she going to call out some mistreatment. She wanted them, let me speak to the manager people. She wanted them, oh, I'm not paying for this kind of people. She's one of those. And so, when he finally comes over there, she has an attitude. It's like, oh, now you see us? Like, we've been in here for going on 30, 45 minutes and you just not coming over here asking us, do we need help? No, I don't need help. And she just gave him the clothes back and just walked on up out of there. And Stan is just like, do you value? Let's go, Stan. Let's go. I don't even know why Stan wasn't on her heels in the first place to go up out of there. But Stan is the keep your head down. Don't ruffle don't ruffle the white man's feathers. Keep your head down, be cool. Hands on 10 and 2. Yes, sir. No, sir. He wanted them. And then they just leave the store. Then Beth, she calls Flocka because she ain't heard from her in a minute. She's like, girl, I'm just calling to check in, my son said he ain't seen your son at soccer practice, and I'm just making sure that everything's okay. Give me a call back. And at the same time, then you walk in all frantic like, do you have any cash on you? And she's like, for what? I was a little mouthy to the movers. We're gonna have to give them a big tip. Cause I said some things, And she's like, well, what did you say? And apparently he done made some bad, crass jokes about, people, ex-felons, only doing them kind of jobs, only having them jobs. All movers are ex-felons. Basically, that's what he said. And those movers were ex-felons. So he felt like he had to, throw him a little something to get him off his back. But hearing that was like a light bulb in Beth's head. And she's like, that's just who we need for my operation. I need some thugs. I need some ex-felons. Because they'll be willing to do a little something. They ex-felons. That's how Beth think. You see, white woman. Why you don't think that them men want to be on the straight and narrow? They didn't. But still. Anyway. Beth, she went and she makes some lemonade, some fresh squeezed lemonade, and she take it out there to him. And I guess, rouse them on into the bunch. They're gonna be on in the crew too, doing the same thing. She called them her employees. She tells back at the headquarters, she tells the rest of the ladies that she has, we have employees, and they asking questions like, who you talking about? We need to vet these people. We need to vet, because she thinking it's just gonna be the guy. We need to vet him. Then while they're talking, all the employees start to show up. The one that she know about, and about 4 other when they all come trickling in one at a time. You just keep hearing the door ding from people walking in the store, and they pretending to look at stuff, being all scary and intimidating, looking at the stuff and just making their presence known. Like, we all in here. Try it if you want to, girl. Cause then she's like, okay, I'm gonna give you the product, or I'm gonna give you the stuff or whatever, and we're gonna 10%. He's like, nah, I thought about it, 50-50, right? No, we said 10%. She look around at all them folk in there, and they outnumbered. Okay, whatever. 50-50, you good. So they leave, and she trusts that, and he goes on out. Then Judith and she gives them 48 hours to come back with the money wash or whatever. Then Greg shows up at Annie's house, and she's like, what? If you don't go head on somewhere, why are you here? Now, see, you causing problems because you always popping up at my house, sweet talking telling me one thing and then going back home and saying another thing to your wife. We not doing that no more, Greg. I'm not doing that with you. You can just go. And she's upset because it's like, all of it, why is everything always falling on me? Like I was sleeping with myself. Like this wasn't, like the two of us didn't get together and get in that bed. I wasn't in there by myself, and they making it all, the wife and him, like, because he's letting it just be that way. He's letting it play out that way where, he ain't got to be accountable for nothing. And that's unfortunate because he is very much, deep in this. Like it wasn't no Annie seduced him or Annie threw herself at him or nothing like that. If anything, Annie was trying to not be the side chick, like trying real hard, but Annie gave in because of his promises. Because of his promises. Greg really is. He ain't it, and he would not be. He needs to stop popping up at her house thinking that he can have a chit chat about something, coming to, I guess, apologize for his wife because she was so rude to her. But you could have said that while they was sitting there at dinner. Not check your wife, because you don't never be checking your wife in front of no other woman. Like, don't never do nothing like that. But he could have very well, like, had her calm her tone a little bit because she was coming for Annie. Anyway, Judith and the kids, they back at the house. Then they having dinner, and Beth comes in there, and Beth is looking like, dang, y'all, because they praying too, by the way. They saying grace, and she's like, we pray now? What is this? She got to sit at in the child's chair, the little chair. She's shorter than the table. So because everybody else has a seat. And Judith and Beth's seat. Judith just would have had to get up. Dean, let your mama sit down. You sit in the kid's chair. This my house and this my chair. Because Judith already trying to overstep. And her son, she asked her son about his day and all of that. And he wanted to be excused. And he wanted first. Judith's been saying to Beth the whole time, because she asked her about selling them cars. You still selling them cars? Oh, I thought you would be out late selling cars, because they were eating dinner, without Beth. Like, they didn't even wait for her to get home before they sat down, set the table, saying grace and all of that. And she's like, oh, I thought you'd be selling cards tonight. And she's like, it's not just cards. Like, that's not all I'm doing. I want you to stop trying me, lady. But they're at the table, and her son is ready to be excused. And, he's like, can I be excused? Can I go play my game? And Beth was like, sure, go ahead. And no, first he says he wanted dessert or something like that. And the mama was like, no dessert until I see some clean plates. She was just doing too much. Like, really overstepping, and like, you don't do that. you don't try to exert your authority over mine, and I'm the mama. Beth told that boy he can go play the game. She was like, no, he hasn't finished his dinner. Then about the dessert, and she's like, no, only clean plates get some dessert. Then she about the games again, no, he's had too much tablet time. Like, she was doing a lot, and Beth finally was like, you know what, enough. You can go do this, you can go do that, have fun. Let's go make some brownies. And they all got up from the table, and she just was left sitting there, defeated. Yeah, girl, because it's her house. Judith, you don't just come in trying to, girl, I wish somebody would. Not happening over here. They in the kitchen. Beth is in the kitchen, and her mother-in-law comes in there. And at first she tried to get all sentimental, and she gives her. She has a teaching moment with her. Basically, you can't have it all. You can't be out here late at night, and expect for the household to not be ran, because it's gonna get ran by somebody, if not you. So it's kind of like, don't be mad at me because I had to step in and do what you not doing because you out and about making cards, selling cards. So Beth has something to sit on with that one. Even though she told, she was like, I'm appreciative of you coming in and helping. I appreciate you doing what you're doing. Then Beth, Ruby, and Annie, they in the car, they waiting on their employee to come, and he late. And Beth called him, and she's like, hello. So, just calling to see about, your ETA. What time you gonna be rolling around? Oh, about that. I'm not coming. You not coming. So, would you like to reschedule? No, that won't be necessary. But you have my money. Oh, I redid the math, and I think I'm gonna just go with 100%. And she's like, hello? Hello? He done hung up on her. He gonna just take everything and go. So they like, what? See there? See? Always listening to Beth, because Beth know Beth, thinking she can do what Rio do. And she can't. You not Rio. You need Rio. But you not Rio. Y'all gotta work together. It's gotta be the both of y'all. Or it ain't gonna work, Beth. So Ruby's like, call him back. But of course he ain't answering, sending her straight to voicemail. So then Annie is like, we should just, make some more. Like, let's just make some more money. And everybody's like, how? Like, do you know how much ones it takes? Like 1,000 ones. Like, it takes so much to get this stuff, flipped and made again. Like, that's a lot. We don't even have time to do all that kind of stuff. We can't start from square one. And Beth is like still trying to channel her inner Rio. Well, what would he do? And everybody like, girl, you in this, what would he do? You done got us into this mess. You should have had a well thought out plan. You got to know what you're doing, Beth. You want to get involved with ex-felons and criminal type people, and you're not prepared for this kind of stuff. You're not prepared for somebody to rob you. She should have known them folks was going to rob her. Y'all the soccer moms. Y'all don't look like y'all know what you're doing. Oh, Lord. So then, she goes back home and, hold on. Sorry. Oh, that's why. Anyway, Beth, she leaves or whatever, and she goes to the mover. I guess where she got the mover, she goes back to their place of business, and she rolled up in there at the boss's desk, and she's like, "Listen, somebody stole my $500, and wasn't nobody in my house but him." And the man is like, well, I assure you, like, we've looked and we didn't find nothing. And then even the employees sitting back there being all smug, like, I don't have your money. I didn't steal your money. I don't have anything. And she's like, okay, well, I can go to the parole board. Ain't this like your second strike? One more, you going back? Yeah, I can go to your parole officer and let them know that I got $500 missing. Let's see what they think about it. Let's see how they investigate the situation. And then the man is like, we gonna look again. Then she go back. Of course, she leaves after that because she done intimidated him and threatened him now. Like, run me my money back, or I'm gonna be going to your parole office about this. So then back at Ruby's house, Stan, he and her making a sandwich, and Ruby coming in. She see that soup. So you went back and got a soup from that place after how they treated us? And he's like, girl, everything ain't always gotta be everything. Everybody ain't always racist. Everybody ain't always sexist. Everybody ain't always out to get us. And I'm tired of living like that with you. He basically he fed up. And she's like, and I'm tired of you not being passionate about nothing. You passive. You let everybody roll over you. You let everybody say and do whatever. And you just, yes, sir, no, sir. I'm sick of that. So what we gonna do? Because they both being stubborn. Stan just walks out and leaves. You know, he's listen. I just wanted to make me a sandwich. I just want to buy me a suit. I don't want to have to always fight about it. And so they leave her with something to sit on and think about. Like, dang, am I angry all the time? Then Dean is wrapping up his little dinner drinks or whatever with his colleagues, and the lady's still being flirty. She's still, doing a lot. I don't know that something gonna happen there. Beth is at home and she called Flocka again. Listen, girl, I'm trying to reach you. I done left a couple voicemails. Hit me back. Let me know that you all right. Because I'm worried about you. And she sees that Judith left her a note, and Judith done rearranged the kitchen. Now, that's where we're gonna have to draw the line. You trying to rear my kids and undermine me in front of my kids is one thing, but you done came in here and rearranged my kitchen? Girl, are you crazy? Are you crazy? She must be. That she asking for trouble. You asking as if you're a mother-in-law out there, don't try that. Don't you try it. Don't you go up in nobody's house and rearrange their kitchen. Don't you do it. Mothers of sons, I say, because I think that's what that is, because they feel like that's his house. I can go up in there and do that. That's my son's house. No, it's not. Our house. You're not finna rearrange my kitchen. Our house, my kitchen. Don't. I mean, took out all the dishes. I mean, just rearrange everything just to get under her skin. She's just, that lady something else. Then while she's fixing it back, she's looking out the window and she sees her employee standing out there. So she go out there and he throw her the money down, and she look in there and see it's all there. Well, the part minus his half, and that's that. She takes it, and he goes on about his business. But she was scared. She was sure enough scared. Annie, Beth, and Ruby, they're at breakfast, and Beth, she's excited, because this done worked out. So she's like, man, let's do it again. I want to keep this going. Let's make some money, so they get all excited about the idea of, this really taking off, and, them making a real good profit behind behind this counterfeit money. Annie is home, and Ben comes in, and, as usual, he always making comments that be having Annie feeling like a terrible adult. He always make her feel bad about herself. I don't know. I guess it's just any little comment, Annie be sitting there like, dang, am I a bad mom? Am I a terrible person? Do I really need therapy? It's always some little small comment too, and it always be having her thinking, because she's hiding something. When you hiding something like that from your children, whatever, every little thing they say that may seem like a judgment or that may feel like a dig, you're gonna, internalize it because you hiding something, so you guilty. So that's why Annie feeling like that. And then Ruby, she's sitting at home, and of course she's feeling bad because she's thinking about what Stan told her, about always being angry. And she feels like she may have a way to make it better. She's like, I might have a way to make things better again. Like the first time. He's like, we said we was not doing that again. Wrong road. Wrong road. Wrong road. Wrong road, Ruby. We're not doing that again. And she's like, but I mean, did you forget how happy we were? Did you forget how happy I was? I would not be going off on the man in the store because I would have money to just drop it on him and buy that suit for you. Buy you 10, 12 suits. Stan is still, by the book. He ain't with it. He's like, listen, we got out. We got away with it. Let's not. Okay? Let's not. Beth, she got her house in order now. She home. Judith, the one coming in late now, coming in on the scene, and they know, and dinner is already made, and now she got to sit in the kids' table, and eat crow, because Beth is like, I got a promotion at work. I'm gonna be making money. I'm gonna be taking care of everybody. We're gonna be able to get a nanny. So thank you, Judith, for your services, but they are no longer needed. You can be excused. And I know Beth felt good to be able to tell her, bye, lady, you can go. Don't need your help no more. Don't need you. I got money now. I got money to pay for a nanny. A real one. That ain't gonna be rearranging my daggone cabinets. Then she goes out the room, I guess, to clean up or whatever. No, she gets a call. And it's Flock, and she's like, oh, hey, girl, hey. I've been meaning to call you. I've been trying to get in contact with you. Is everything okay? We don't hear the conversation that's going on. But she's having a conversation with Flocka, and then she's like, let's meet for drinks. You want to get some drinks? Dean's mom is here, so you know how that goes. Girl, I got some tea. Let's meet. So she goes to meet Flocka, and she's sitting there on her phone. Time is going by, and she's waiting. And then she hears all behind her, oh, she ain't coming. Shit. This man is alive. Is he behind me? Don't tell me, y'all. Don't tell me. Is he behind me? Lord, don't tell me. Is he behind me? Don't tell me that. That's the look she had on her face, like, I know damn well you are not standing behind me. And he roll up on her, sit down and everything. What's up, girl? Nice to see you. And of course it goes off. So now we got to see what happened to Beth. We got to see if something happened to her. If you don't yank her to the bath. Wait. Because if you've been watching, their bathroom scenes are lit. So, that could go down. I'll be here for that. But don't hurt her, Rio. Don't hurt her. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby. And I'll talk to you later. Peace and light.